Welcome, everybody. I'm Eric from Somewhere in Time podcast, and I'm here with Zack. This is my son, uh, and we're here to start a series of basically just album talk. We've been doing this thing recently where Zack will show me an album, I'll show Zack an album. Interestingly, a lot of these, like, this is basically going to be a reaction video, right? But a lot of these reaction videos you see on YouTube are maybe a younger generation showing their music to an older generation, or an older generation showing their music to a younger generation. But Zach's got a pretty complex palette, you could say, of musical tastes. Probably more than I do. So it makes it interesting. And Zach actually picked this album, so I want to let Zach talk about why they picked this album.
Okay, so I wanted to get into Talking Heads a while ago, and I really didn't know where to start with them. I had heard good things about Talking Heads 77 and Speaking in Tongues, but then there's like a tiny bit of backstory with this, which was that I heard someone that I was watching online talking about this album and how like it was such a great album. So I went ahead and gave it a listen, and now it's one of my favorite albums maybe ever.
Wow.
And definitely my favorite Talking Heads album. Speaking in Tongues is also really good, but Remain in Light is still like the highest on the list for me. But
We
yeah,
should have mentioned that. This is Remain in Light.
Remain
It does
in Light
say it
by
down here
Talking
very
Heads.
tiny, but
Yeah.
Remain in Light is the name of the album, The Talking Heads.
We've, as Dad mentioned, we have done this thing for quite a while, kind of off and on. We've listened to quite a few albums so far, but yeah, I'm very excited to show this album to you because it's pretty special to me, and you've mentioned to me that you haven't really listened to a full Talking Heads album before, I don't think.
Not really. I have. I like Talking Heads. It's funny because Talking Heads is one of the bands that, growing up, they got a lot of radio play, and it's one of the bands I liked that it got a lot of radio play. Like, I was probably around 10 or 11 when I started discovering heavy metal, and that's really what I gravitated towards. However, there were songs by this band at the time that I really enjoyed, like "Burning Down the House" and "Once in a Lifetime," and
That one's on this album. Once in a Lifetime
Once
is
in a
on this
Lifetime is
album,
on
yeah.
yes, and "Wild Wild Life," which is interestingly enough, I'm singing in a cover band currently. So there are a bunch of songs that I've heard by them that I like, but I don't think I've listened to an entire album in its entirety by them. I've heard best of albums. I've heard, things here and there. If you put something on and just say, like Spotify, and just play a random playlist, sometimes you'll get some Talking Heads in there, but full album, no, not really.
Whenever we're using Alexa and we play a Talking Head
Uh-oh,
song,
be careful, you just said it.
whenever we're using this thing,
Spybot?
Spybot, and we play a Talking Head song or something even akin to Talking Heads, it just immediately goes into Once in a Lifetime right afterwards,
Pretty much, yeah.
which has been really fun.
Yeah.
But there are a few things that I really like about this album. Vocal harmonies are really good. There's like one song in particular, I think it's called "The Great Curve," that has like so many good layering vocal harmonies near the end of it. Percussion also really interesting percussion throughout this album. It's like a very unique feel compared to a lot of their other albums, and I think I remember seeing that the music that came, or the album that came before this, Fear of Music, one of the songs on it, the opening track, Izimbra, was like kind of the catalyst for making this album.
Okay. When did this album come out? Do you remember the year? Do you know?
77, I think.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere around there. Yeah, it might say at the bottom.
80.
80. Okay, yeah,
1980.
80. 1980. Exactly.
I was 5.
Yeah. I was not even conceptualized yet.
No, not even close.
Nope.
So what are some of your favorite tracks on this album? Overall?
So my favorite tracks on this album are Born Under Punches, The Heat Goes On, which that's same title, just The Heat Goes On is in parentheses. The Great Curve is another one of my favorites. Seen and Not Seen is one of my favorites off of this album. I don't remember much about the last couple tracks, but yeah, the first like 6 of the 8 tracks of this album are really solid.
Okay.
But those 3 are like my top 3 out of the album.
Okay, good. Well, should we take a listen?
Yes.
Track 1. The Great Curve.
Or wait.
No?
Track 1. I have no idea why they're listed like this. This is Born Under Punches.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Take a look at these hands. Thank you.
There's a lot going on in this song.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot to keep track of.
Don't even mention it. Oh, take a look at these hands.
Like the guitar, I hear at least 2 guitars.
Yeah. The like weird slap bass in the background too. That
Yeah.
just is very intermittent.
I don't have to mention it. No thanks.
Yeah, there's some good slap bass. And it's weird.
For sure.
That's Talking Heads.
Yep.
Weird.
I don't know if this is a guitar or if they're like messing with the sound of a guitar or what,
I
but
have no idea.
yeah.
Don't you miss it? Don't you miss it?
Okay, track is definitely ending.
So what's next, do you know?
I think either Houses in Motion or Crosseyed and Painless.
Okay.
Or maybe the Great... I'm not sure.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, that was the end of track 1. Going into track 2 now.
Lost my shape. Trying to act casual. Can't stop. I might end up in the hospital. Changing my shape. I feel like an accident.
This is Crosseyed and Painless.
Okay.
Yeah.
To explain their experience. Is it weird? Looks so obscure to me.
Like the guitars in the background.
That was their policy. I'm ready to leave. I pushed the facts in front of me. Facts lost.
Sounds like a siren.
Yeah. I like how suddenly it cuts off, too. Admittedly, this is a track that I've heard a little less off this album, but it's good.
I mean, this was 1980,
Right.
and they're making sounds like this. Like, I mean, no other bands were doing that too, but some of this stuff is kind of ahead of its time.
Yeah.
You know?
It's pretty unique.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Pretty sure next is Houses in Motion.
I'm still waiting.
That one's also good.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
I feel like I can hear like 2 different synths being played in the background as well.
Yeah. I'm actually wondering if that's guitar or if that's.
I'm pretty sure it's guitar, but I could be wrong.
This sounds like Primus.
Yeah, it does. It does kind of sound like Les with the vocals.
Yeah. I guess I should say Primus sounds like them.
Yeah, came later.
This is, what, 9 years before the first Primus album? So. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
Good song.
that's a very good one. I'm thinking because we went this way and then this way, we might go back this way again. But I'm not
motion.
sure. Yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah. Oh no, this is a great curve, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's.
Huh. That's so weird that they listed that
Why
way.
did that? Yeah. For those wondering,
Sometimes the world has a load of questions. Seems like the world knows nothing at all.
that's the track listing.
But it's out of reach. Some people touch it, but they can't hold on. She is moving to describe the world. She has messages for everyone. She is moving by remote.
So you've got vocals, a harmonized vocal,
Yeah.
and then 2 backup vocals.
Yeah.
At least.
And this is just the beginning of the song. So
That's crazy.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Eventually, these different harmonies that we've heard so far, they mesh at the end.
And I wasn't around enough in the 80s, like in 1980, to know what was going on with the concert scene.
Right.
But from what I understand, they were a lot of times lumped in with the punk crowd. Like they were booked with punk bands,
Yeah.
which I think is funny. I mean, I always consider them like art rock, or art pop, I guess. They're not really rock.
Yeah.
But I know there was that interview he did, that David Byrne did with, what was his name, Nardwuar?
Nardwuar? Yeah.
Nardwuar, yeah. And they were talking about shows from the early 80s with some punk bands. So I was like, oh, interesting. They're a New York band, right?
I believe so, yeah.
It's crazy. You've got
It's
so much going on.
Yeah. It's so much happening, but it's a really nice cacophony.
Yeah. I can't imagine writing this,
I know, yeah.
How do you even...
Right.
And it has to evolve, right?
Yeah.
Like,
As well as all the solos that you have to put in there, too, like what's happening right now.
yeah,
Like,
it's like, yeah, what?
I also don't know what instrument this is. It sounds like a synth, but
Yeah.
could also be a guitar with some
I think it's
weird
guitar.
filters on it. Yeah, there's probably information on the back about who wrote or who had worked on The Great Curve.
Look at this. Guitars, Adrian Belew, Jerry Harrison, and David Byrne. So 3 guitar players. I mean, I know David Byrne plays mostly acoustic,
Yeah.
but basses, plural.
Basses, plural, yeah.
Jerry Harrison, Tina Weymouth, David Byrne, Brian Eno. Keyboards, Tina Weymouth, David Byrne, Brian Eno. Chris France, Jerry Harrison.
I'm pretty sure the percussion list is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Drum
Yeah.
kit, Chris France. Percussion. Okay, now we're on the track. What is this for? Okay, Once in a Lifetime, starting right now. What song is this?
Oh, I wonder.
Yeah, this one everyone knows this song.
Yeah.
But it's a great song.
It's a great one, yeah.
This is the insert, by the way, in case anyone's wondering.
Oh yeah,
And then the
very
back
cool
as well.
looking.
Yeah.
And you may find
Shows their faces more clearly than on the actual cover.
your automobile. And you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue.
Even in this one, there's a lot to keep track of. Also,
Once in a lifetime,
yeah,
water flowing.
good vocal harmonies too.
Ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile?
I think I was always just attracted to the weirdness,
Yeah.
you know? Like, this was not like Madonna or Cyndi Lauper or...
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was straight pop, and this is like
Yeah. This is like weird.
so many layers. And,
Yeah.
and their videos were always weird. Like, the video for Wild Wild Life was great.
Yeah. The once in a lifetime video is pretty weird too.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Burning Down the House was great. I think Burning Down the House is the one where he has the giant suit, or maybe that's this one.
Yeah. It might be that one or this one. Yeah. I know in the Stop Making Sense he actually did wear the big.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's great.
And water removing. There is water at the bottom of the ocean.
I always love this part vocally because it like echoey.
Yep. Yep.
I wish the lyrics were in here
Yeah, that would be cool.
because the water, you know, all that part. Like,
Right.
What did he say?
Into the silent water.
I've never looked to see what these songs are about lyrically. Like,
Yeah.
no idea.
With some of the ones on this album, even I'm not too sure. They're kind of like, in terms of lyrics, they are similar to Radiohead, where it's very like cryptic stuff that you can derive a lot of different meanings from.
Yeah, I think a lot of artists prefer
Yeah.
that. Leave the interpretation up to the audience.
Right.
Some bands, I don't remember who, but I know some bands refuse to say what their songs are about
Yeah.
because they don't want to give away. I think maybe Tom York actually said that. He's like, I don't want to give away. I want the audience to interpret their own meaning.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Some songs, it's obvious
Right,
what
yeah.
they're about.
I mean,
but-
like, a lot of folk songs have like a story that they're presenting to you,
Yeah.
which you just kind of like digest ingest pretty naturally.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of ones like this and like a bunch of Radiohead songs where you're just like, what does just woke up sucking on a lemon even mean? Like,
I know, right?
For a long time I felt without style or grace, wearing shoes with no socks, and cold.
okay, this is Houses in Motion. We've been teasing it for like
Yeah.
20 whole minutes, but here it
Did you
is.
say this is one of your favorites?
This isn't. It's a good one. It's not one of my favorites, but Seen and Not Seen, which is coming up soonish, is one of my favorites.
It was important to know that was where he's at. Can't afford to stop. That is what he believe. He'll keep on digging for 1,000 years. I'm walking a line. I'm thinking about emotion. I'm walking a line. Just barely enough to be living. Get out of the way. No time to begin. This isn't the time. Not talking about. Not turning around. You notice there's nothing around you, around you. I'm walking a line. Keep fighting these hard.
I'm trying to figure out what that quacking sound.
Oh yeah, I'm unsure, honestly.
I know, like, Stevie Wonder has a lot of songs that has those kind of. I think it's synthesizer, but I'm not sure.
It mentioned horns on the back of this insert, or on the back of the sleeve too. So
There's
it might
definitely
be a
horns,
horn.
but that waka waka
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
is like.
It could be like
You in the audience, you tell us what that is.
yeah. Comment below what that noise
Comment
is.
below what that
Yeah.
noise is.
That's definitely a horn. of some kind.
Or a woodwind.
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe like a. Well, now I don't know.
Yeah, this kind of throws it out of the water. Yeah.
I was gonna say like a flute of some kind. but-
Yeah. I don't know what horn could he. Well, that in the background sounds like a woodwind, but
I'd love to see a making of this album.
oh, for sure, yeah. That would be really cool to see them just like messing around in the studio
Yeah.
or whatever.
Does it say anywhere writing credits? Do you know?
Yeah, it
All
should.
songs by David Byrne, Brian Eno, Talking Heads. Okay. Well,
Yeah. I think there's notes on the sleeve talking about like most of the lyrics were done by David Byrne, but there are a couple where Brian Eno did write a couple of lyrics.
All arrangements by the musicians, except vocal arrangements by David Byrne and Brian Eno.
Okay, yeah. I think
Engineered by Dave Jordan. Hold on.
who's that?
There's a Jordan that has done like Alice in Chains albums.
Gotcha.
I think it's Dave Jordan. I have to go look at that. Let's see.
Huh. That would be a very interesting overlap for sure. It's like how we we reacted to a moon. Or I showed you a moon-shaped pool, and then you showed me "Sea Change" by Beck, and neither of us knew at that point that the guy who engineered and like produced that album was the same guy.
Yeah. A lot of orchestration going on. You have your phone?
I do. Yeah.
Can you look up Dave Jordan and see
let's
what
see.
albums he's produced? I think it's Dave Jordan that did some metal albums.
This is Seen and Not Seen. This is one of my favorites.
He would see faces in movies,
Let's see.
in magazines, and in books. He thought that some of these faces might be right for him.
Oh wow, he's done a lot of work. What the hell?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
In his mind, or somewhere in the back.
So what are some other bands he's worked with?
So he's worked with. He's done Facelift by Alice in Chains. But he's also done a couple Zappa albums. He did a Herbie Hancock album too. He's done. Let's see. He did
I feel like he did
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, Chili Peppers, okay.
A couple Chili Peppers albums. Rolling Stones. He did a couple Rolling Stones albums. Jane's Addiction. Let's see. Spinal Tap.
Okay.
Public Image Limited. Anthrax. So he actually did Sound of White Noise by Anthrax, which is funny.
That's right. That's right. I knew that.
Yeah. The Offspring.
For reference, before we recorded this, I grabbed a random album to listen to make sure the audio was set up right, and it was Anthrax. Sound of White Noise.
Yeah. Funny little coincidence there.
Their new face would better suit their personality.
This one, the lyrics of this one are actually really cool, and it's also not even really sung. It's just kind of spoken excerpt by Byrne, which is really cool. But it's about like a guy who believes that if he focuses hard enough for a certain amount of years, he can change his facial structure to match that of someone he like admires or like is inspired to look like, and that everyone else around him has that same ability.
They may have arrived in
It's really cool.
that there is no relationship to them.
Okay, yeah. The only ones we haven't heard yet are Listening Wind and The Overload, which are the last two tracks in that order.
It's funny that spoken word stuff. You mentioned he produced a Chili Peppers album. There's some Chili Pepper songs that use that too. It's just like there'll be some spoken word. I think Warped is a song that starts that way, and then it kicks into like this really intense rocker.
Gotcha. Interesting. One of my favorite Gorillaz songs is Fire Coming Out of the Monkey's Head, which is also just like spoken word, pretty much.
So what song is this?
This is Listening Wind.
Okay.
The last one should be The Overload. This is another one that I haven't heard much of off of the album. I've heard it like maybe once or twice, but I've not like saved it on any of my playlists on Spotify, which a lot of the other songs on this album I've done for.
He sees the foreigners in growing numbers. He sees the foreigners in fancy houses. He dreams of days that he can still remember now. Mojik holds a package in his quivering hands. Mojik sends
Like whatever's going on with the guitar in the background.
softly, he glides along the streets and alleys. Up comes the wind that makes them run for cover. He feels the time is surely now or never.
I'm wondering what those drums are,
Oh yeah.
because
Dust in my head.
and it could be multiple things, but you know, theoretically you could just be doing a rim shot, and then in post production they just add
Yeah.
some reverb or echo, or it could just be straight up a drum machine. I don't know.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they might have like taken the sound of the rim shot and just like doubled or tripled it.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Because both the hi-hat and the rim shot are something like that. Like you hear the echo from the hi-hat.
Yeah.
The bass drum sounds normal. So.
Yeah.
The wind in my heart.
Yeah, there are like a few drums that sound pretty normal, but the ones that are like the most present are kind of weird sounding.
The dust in my head.
That guitar is very Pink Floydy.
For sure.
The wind in my heart. Come to drive them away. Drive them away. The wind in my heart.
I feel like every song on this album has faded out.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's funny. There were a lot of fade outs back in the 80s.
Yeah.
All right, last song.
The Overload.
That immediately sounds Pink Floydy.
Yeah.
Terrible signal. To even recognize. Gentle collapsing, the removal of the inside.
This is super Pink Floyd sounding to me.
Yeah. It's very like deep and resonant.
Frequent return.
I mean, the vocals obviously are different, but
Right, yeah.
the music is like straight up Pink Floyd to me.
A condition of mercy. A change in the weather. Of you to remember. The center is missing.
It does kind of sound like it would come off of like The Wall or like Wish You Were Here even.
The future lies.
It was an interesting album closer.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of like the opposite vibe of the opener, a little bit,
Yeah.
just in terms of energy.
Yep. Well, I enjoyed that. It was really good.
Yeah.
I need to listen to more Talking Heads now.
Yes. Yeah. I think if this has piqued your interest, we can definitely do Speaking in Tongues next. That's the one with like burning down the house and a bunch of other stuff that was on Stop Making Sense
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Funny enough, I did buy a Talking Heads record like 2 months ago. I just haven't listened to it.
True Stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't listened. I haven't given that one a listen.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely my favorite of theirs that they have
Okay.
released in like the couple albums that I've heard of theirs. Pretty sure I've listened to this one, Speaking in Tongues, and Talking Head 77.
Is 77 the first one?
Yeah, that's the one with Psycho Killer on it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But this one has always kind of had a special place in my heart. Percussion's on top, vocal harmonies are great throughout. Like, I think you can tell why The Great Curve is like one of if not my favorite track off this record.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different layers that happen during that song. Like,
yeah.
and the fact that even in the vocal harmonies that are happening, there's like 3 different sections of vocal harmonies, each of which has like 2 different layers to it.
Yeah.
It's really impressive.
Yeah.
Did you have any like favorites? I have a feeling that The Overload was one of your favorites.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
What was the second song? I'm trying to remember now. Was it the Crosseyed and Painless?
Cross-eyed and Painless, yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that one was
really good. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I mean, Once in a Lifetime, obviously. It's great.
Yeah. That goes without saying, that one's very
Yeah.
good.
But, yeah. No, I mean, I like the whole thing overall. Like I said, I need to listen to more and kind of see where, like, what my favorite albums by there.
Right, yeah.
This was really good. It was a great album.
For sure. Yeah, this is a very good album. I have it in my, like, I think I made, like, a top 50 albums list a little while back, and this was up there.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So, yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites. I'm not sure what we're going to do next. Probably
know.
something that you want to show me.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. Well, I don't know. We could do the, what's the one that we've been talking about doing forever? Crimson.
Oh, in the Court of the Crimson King.
Yeah.
Yes,
Crimson,
yeah.
King Crimson. That's the
Yeah, King Crimson.
so we'll probably do that next. I think that's probably
That's true, yeah.
the one that we need to do the most.
We definitely, but I mean, the whole catalyst for us starting this was, I think you mentioned Joe was like, you should just like record like your reaction to In the Court of the Crimson King.
Yes.
Or something like that, yeah.
Correct, yeah.
But yeah, we can definitely do that next.
Yeah, we should.
And if after we're done with that, you would like to show me 2 albums of yours that I haven't listened to, then sure.
Yes, one thing we didn't mention was we have a running spreadsheet of albums that we are adding continually to talk about. So I think we've done this probably 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, a good amount of times at this point.
Yeah.
And there are a couple that you added on the list. Super Unknown, I definitely want to listen to at some point. That's like probably highest priority for me. Frizzle Fry, I'm also interested in.
Yep. I added Odelay by Beck, which I know we did a Beck album already, but Odelay is probably my favorite Beck album. So
yeah, we did Sea Change.
Beastie Boys, Check Your Head is on there.
That's
I added that. I mean, there's a bunch.
Right, yeah.
Going for days.
Yeah.
And I do want to listen to the vinyl as much as we can. There may be some of these where we don't have the vinyl. We're just going to listen to streaming.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have Odelay by Beck on vinyl,
Right.
unfortunately. But
usually, I will make it a point when I go out to buy records that I will look for stuff that we have on the spreadsheet, just because I think it adds a nice little touch to actually have the record itself and be able to listen to it this way.
Having the physical media is great.
Yeah, for sure. And like getting to see you were checking out the sleeve during the recording of this as well.
Yep.
Like, it's very nice to have a physical copy of an album for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do this again and hope everybody enjoyed.
Yeah. See you later.